love this song. This is my favorite Christmas song. Thanks for joining me today, friends. Father Ron, the God Minute. And we can officially play music now, Christmas, because today is the first Sunday of Advent. Now, here's our gospel. Be on guard so that your hearts are not weighed down with the anxieties of life. Be alert at all times, praying that you might stand before the Son of Man. The Gospel of the Lord. Praise to you, Lord. Oh, stand before the Son of Man, the Lord, and say, yes, here I am. Here I am, Lord. Folks, okay, hey, guess what I am? Okay, I'm a deer in the headlights. That's what I was going for, because that's what I feel like today, a bit overwhelmed trying to put so much stuff going on into this one reflection. And I only have, like an hour to do it. Just kidding, don't turn to Netflix. So all this stuff going on, what is it? What's going on? Well, first, of course, we begin the great season of Advent today. But also today, secondly, we've got the feast of St. Catherine Labouré, a daughter of charity who was chosen by our Blessed Mother to strike a medal in her name in which many miracles will happen, the miraculous medal. So her feast is today. The miraculous medal was yesterday. You can go on our app blog and check out some videos there. Well, that's a second. If that's not enough, today's also the beginning of Angel Week here at the God Minute. An opportunity every year at this time to consider a contribution to help us continue growing this beautiful prayer family we call the God Minute. We rely, everything we do is because of the generosity of you. So every week, for just 1 week, that's the only time during the year we say anything about this. But it's so important. So that's coming up as well. So that, my friends, is why I feel like a deer in the headlights. But there's just so much to say. But then I was thinking about it. Is there really so much to say? I mean, I began to realize that there's just really one simple thing, one profound truth that's really at the heart of all three of these things. The one truth, God needs you. God needs you and me to say yes to Him. To, as our gospel says, stand before Him, that we might continue His work here on earth, to work on His behalf. So that we can say, as Mary herself in this holy season before us will say, let your will be done in me. Now, angels, as we know, are the greatest of these kinds of workers for God. Individuals whose spirit and life is constantly standing before God and saying, yes, yes, Lord. Well, now you can hear more about angels in tomorrow's video. We're going to send it over email. We're going to kick off Angel Week. So check that out. So that's angels, the best, the biggest, the wonderful. Next, they're saints. Some of those exceptional workers in our faith before our times, many, who have also done amazing work for God. Today we have one of those in St. Catherine Labouré, a young girl who, despite, great tribulations, fear, confusion, psychological and physical challenges in her life, the least likely you'd imagine our Blessed Mother asking for help. And what does St. Catherine Labouré do as a young child, like Mary herself? Yes. Yes, I'm here to help you. And because of that, yes, literally amazing miracles have happened through the miraculous medal. Now, if you want to learn more about her and the medal, again, check out our blog. So the third thing, and this is what I want to spend a little bit of time on, that's going on the first Sunday of Advent today, where we're reminded an amazing thing, truth. God does not rely just on his angels and saints for great things, but even more so upon you and me for great things, to bring about his kingdom. I mean, you are truly his hands and voice, his touch and smile, his incarnation. It's your incarnation. You're putting flesh and sound and touch upon the presence of God in this world. And the question Advent asks us, are you? Are you saying yes to God in your life, along with the angels and the saints? Are you magnifying the Lord? I want that. I do. Gosh, I do. Be still and know that I am God. Friends, that's why we have Advent, to call us into the stillness, the time, to look at our lives and ask, what is it really that I'm saying yes to? How can I cultivate this sense of holy into my life so that something beautiful may grow? Well, if you're asking those questions, I hope you are, then let me offer a suggestion. Let me end this reflection by offering this 4-week Advent plan to Christmas. Okay, it's something that I did for myself just last week. I offer it to you. Maybe something we can do together as a God Minute family. So think of it as gardening. You have to first water and soften up the ground after a hard, cold winter. You moisten the packed earth and make it fertile. Secondly, you till the ground now that it's soft and get out all the weeds that'll choke life off, or choke off life, to get rid of the bad stuff. Thirdly, you fertilize the soil. You feed it with nutrients. And then lastly, you put the seed into the earth for that miracle of life to happen. So soften, till, fertilize, and plant. That's gardening, but we're going to use that for our Advent weeks leading to Christmas. So here's how it's going to work. Advent, week 1, the 6 days that we had before us today. Soften the ground. What is that? This is the spiritual work that makes everything else possible. Choose something or somethings in our spiritual tradition to soften your heart, something spiritual to get you ready to receive the Lord, to take away the hardness that's built up. Say the rosary, go to daily mass, read the Bible, pray before the Blessed Sacrament, go to confession. It doesn't matter what you choose, but every day this week, choose one of them. Maybe it's the same, maybe you're going to mix them up, but one. And open your time, your treasure, your heart, your schedule to make that happen. That will soften the soil. Week 2, till the ground. Till the ground, get out all the bad stuff, pull the weeds. So this week, week 2, it's about fasting. And you're thinking, fasting, what? This is Advent, not Lent. I get it, but fasting has been used as a tool in the spiritual life for thousands of years to help us listen. By turning off other things, we open our hearts and minds to God. So choose something for just this week, the second week of Advent, to fast from, to give up. Netflix, social media, glass of wine, dinner, Starbucks, Hannity, whatever it is. Something difficult for you to give up for just 1 week so that you can fill that absence, that space with Jesus. These next 2 weeks is going to be focused on others. So week 3, fertilize. How can we spread goodness around to create growth and new life? Figure out this: 6 people who bless your life. Family, friends, buddies, workers, whoever it is. 6 people who you're so grateful for that bless your life. And each day this week, the 3rd week of Advent, you send them a note telling them how special they are, how grateful you are that they are in your life. Not a text, not an email, Just send a card in the post, as they say overseas, in the mail. You got 2 weeks to get some thinking of you note cards at Target or whatever. But do you know how touched they will be when they get this in the mail? And just like that, you're spreading something beautiful for the Lord, a smile on their face. Week 4, plant the seeds. Now we're getting close to Christmas this week, so lots going on. So this particular week of our plan, you're going to choose one act of kindness and generosity to help another. Okay, an act of service that you and your family or friend can do together that is about charity. Here's what I'm doing with a friend. We're going to call the local St. Vincent de Paul Society and ask them for a poor family or a person that they know of in the neighborhood, in the community, that's in need, that might be alone this Christmas. And we're going to get them a beautiful gift, wrap it, and then anonymously put it on their front porch one evening and leave. And the same smile you put on your friend's face last week with the note card, you'll be doing the same this week for someone who needs it really badly. Isn't that wonderful? I learned that from a friend of mine, the Stromeyers. So that's our 4-week Advent plan. Soften, till, fertilize, and plant. I invite you, friends, to join me in this. And I'm also I'm going to write it up and put it on our website and app blog. You can access it, print it, to refer to it during the 4 weeks of Advent. In the end, I'm ending here. In the end, Advent is waiting time, where the air is literally pregnant with the presence of God. So cultivate the soil of your faith, friends, your heart. Slow down. Make the space each day to watch and wait. God bless you in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Have a beautiful week. Tomorrow, we're going to be sending you an email with a little clip to a video talking about the beginning, first day of our Angel Week. I really hope that you watch it and maybe just reflect on it for your own, whatever. Okay, God bless you all. Thanks for being here. We'll see you tomorrow.